Hi, my name is Alec Greenan. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and in May of 2017 I graduated from Miami University with a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. I got my degree certified through the ASPMB, and that's where I heard about this course. After graduating, I accepted a job with the Lubrizol Corporation, which is a specialty chemical company headquartered in Cleveland, Ohio, and I do research in an organic polymer synthesis lab. So the research that I work on is that we are trying to create antibacterial coatings for medical textiles. The reason that we focused on this area was to help mitigate the spread of hospital-acquired infections in a medical setting. A little background about HAIs. There's a huge push recently to help try to combat the spread of these for a couple reasons. Number one, they're becoming more and more prevalent in a hospital environment, especially in ICUs and places where there are a lot of immunocompromised patients. They really don't have any defense system against bacterial infections, so once someone near on the same wing, floor, as this person gets a hospital-acquired infection, they certainly carry a large predisposition to getting that as well. So what we tried to work on is we tried to create a coating for medical textiles, hospital beds, privacy curtains, nurse scrubs, to try to create a surface with which not only could prevent bacteria from adhering to, whether it comes in contact with the air, through a cough, a sneeze, in passing, not only prevent it from adhering to the textile, but also to kill it on contact and prevent any spread of that pathogen. So another reason that it's kind of this idea of trying to mitigate HAIs is really taken center stage is that the hospitals are carrying a huge fiscal burden trying to deal with this. In 2015, the CDC estimated that close to $30 billion with a B was spent on hospitals in 2015 alone trying to help combat and treat hospital-acquired infections. The reason this number is so high is because if you develop a hospital-acquired infection, it's actually protocol for the hospital to readmit you, and all your further medical costs and treatments are paid for by the hospital. So as this becomes more and more prevalent, it becomes more and more expensive for the hospital to try to treat this. Furthermore, in that same study, the CDC also estimated that close to $8 billion could be saved by hospitals trying to prevent this or mitigate hospital-acquired infections from spreading. So that's kind of where we came in. And we said, how can we improve the current marketplace without investing billions and billions of dollars like pharmaceutical companies do to try to create a new antibiotic that could help treat it, but try to get in there and try to at least mitigate the spread of these hospital-acquired infections from room to room, or in the case of the privacy curtains and the hospital bed, when the room turns over. There has been some primary literature that's in the public domain that shows that whether or not you're actually sick or have some sort of predisposition to getting an infection, if the person who was in your room before you had a hospital-acquired infection of a certain kind of bacteria called Acinetobacter baumannii, you carry a certain predisposition regardless of your health just for staying in that room. So there's a clear issue with current cleaning and antibacterial standards on the textiles and almost all the surfaces in the room are not being cleaned to a well enough degree to help prevent the next person from getting that same infection. So that's sort of the work that I'm doing, and one of the technologies that we developed actually just got filed for a provisional patent, so I can't get into too many of the specifics on how it works, but hopefully by the time the after video comes around, it will be accepted. That's just, the ball is in the U.S. Patents Office court. But I look forward to being able to improve my science communication, and it should be a fun course.